Take two. I wish I was adept at actually linking videos together, but I'm not, I'm rubbish. That was my son phoning to say they're stuck in traffic. They've gone out for the day with the doggies and they're stuck in traffic. It's took them 20 minutes to get to the first roundabout, so they're not expecting to be back for at least a couple of hours. So they asked me if I could get me own, see to my own dinner, tea, whatever you want to call it. But there's plenty of stuff in the fridge, so I will not starve. You'll be glad to know. What was I saying? Oh, I don't know, I can't remember. Do you know I've really got brain fade these days, yeah? Really got it. My eyes are not doing too bad, although this eye that I had done first is starting to worry me slightly because it's slightly starting to blur a bit now and again. I've got a appointment with the optician at the beginning of April, so I'm sure he'll have a good look in, you know, they look behind your eyes, don't they, through your eyes, round your eyes, into your head, looking if you've got a brain, stuff like that. So I'm sure they'll let me know if there's anything wrong, yeah. Anyway, I forgot what I was up to. I think I was telling you about TikTok and going on the beach and web paging and stuff like that. I have agreed to do another, well, sort of half agreed to do another craft fair, 2nd of July, but this time I'll know to take less and just to take summer stuff because it'll be summer, won't it? And I've got quite a few tops already made. So I'm not going to be doing a frenzy, you know, doing anything for it because I've got loads of stuff already. Unless I was lucky enough, of course, to sell it beforehand. Anyway, back to the present moment. Tomorrow will be the live again, yeah? Yeah. I was talking to a friend today and he was saying that somebody had gone on somebody else's live, started like begging and asking for things and that, and I'm thinking, just try coming on our live, Lady Jane, yes, just try it, yeah. It gets on my nerves, that, it really does. It's one of my pet hates. You know, people who come on begging, sub to me and I'll sub to you, beg, or I want to grow my channel, you know, beg, or I would really love a new X, Y, Z, will somebody buy it for me? And I'm like, ugh. Heck, we are all in the same boat. None of us have got money, we manage. As my mother would say, you cut your cloth according to your means. In other words, if you can't afford it, you don't get it. Not talking about food here and necessities, I'm talking about, oh, I would love a Mercedes, or oh, I would love this, or oh, I would love that. Yeah, we don't love that, we don't love this, we don't love that, but we don't go on somebody else's live and beg. Ooh, really irritates me. I'm just looking forward to if this one particular lady comes on my live, because boom, the cannons will be out. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I'd love a new camera, but you know, I'll get it myself. I'll save up, I'll get it myself. Yeah. I'd love to pay for my scooter. Yeah, but I'll pay for it myself. They laugh at me on the live because we kind of have this joke thing, you know. Where if I say, oh, I'd love a new camera or something, and somebody will say, hey, Megan Jan, and I go, no, definitely not. No, I wouldn't do that. I think it's demeaning, it's cheeky, whatever adjective you want to call it. I don't know, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? Yeah, I think it's really showing yourself up, yeah. I used to have people come on my, you know, when I was I had loads more wool than I do now, and they'd say, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, can you send me wool? Or I'm doing this, it's all for charity, you know, can you send it, can you do this, can you do that? And I'd say, if I wanted to do a bit for charity, I would do it with my friends who are doing things for charity, which I did. When I moved, I gave up absolute half of my wool away to people who were locally making things for charity. But I don't know where they get it in their head that I have the money to send a big bag of wool abroad, you know, to the US. Yeah, it might be for charity. Fair enough. But, you know, the cost of postage over here is, you know, you would think that a man was personally walking, you know, with it, with your bag, and taking it to the house personally. You think you were paying his wage for a week to take it, yeah. But, oh dear. You know, we're going through it a bit over here. That P&O ferryman sacking 800 people and then employing people that are working at half the minimum wage. I mean, where is he coming from? Well, it's immoral. You know, there's so many immoral people in this world taking advantage of other people. It really gets my goat. It really does get me angry. God, I'm sounding like a little spiel here, aren't I? But you know, somebody sent me a picture of a little bikini top that was in Primark. And they were selling it for £6. And I just got on my high horse. I'm like, that is exploitation. You know that some poor little soul, because you cannot replicate crochet on a machine. Machine knitting, yeah, zip, 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 done in 5 minutes, yeah. Crochet, no. Some person is doing it, isn't it? They're sitting there and they're doing it. And you know for a fact, if Primark is selling it for £6, or any other shop, I'm not just singling them out, you know for a fact that poor person sitting somewhere is just going to get paid pennies to crochet it, because all the middlemen with their cuts in between. And I think it's just, this world is full of people who will exploit other people. Gets me angry, really gets me angry. But then it means that, you know, when you're trying to sell something, when you're using the better quality cottons, for example, I use a lot of bamboo cotton, I use a lot of eco cotton, which isn't cheap. So then when you make a bikini top and you're asking a fair price for it, people are like, selling them at the high street for £6. She must be making a big profit on that. No, she's not. You know, you can sit for, I mean, that waistcoat I've just shown you, I've been doing that all week. On and off, not sat solidly like a slave. But I've been doing it all week, you know, so it's not been done in 5 minutes. I'm not that quick of a crocheter, yeah. So we'll see what happens, yeah. Anyway, I've come off my high horse now. I've said a little bit. The sun has been absolutely glorious today. But I've not been out because I don't want to go into too graphic details, but I was having an IBS day. If you suffer from that, you know what I mean. So I stayed home. And I'm sitting in the conservatory, as you can see. I've still not done the second throw, you know, to match this, the one for the other sofa that's over there. I've got all the wool, yarn, whatever you want to call it. I've got it, all the wool. It's in the shed. The she shed, yeah. Makes it sound like the bike shed, doesn't it, when I say it's in the shed. It's a bespoke she shed that's specially lined and everything, so that it doesn't get wet, damp, mice, moths, anything. So, you know, people were very concerned when I said I was putting my wool in a shed. They were like, oh, you'll get moths, you'll get mice, you'll get whatever. It's a specially treated wool. And it doesn't leak. So I need to go back in there, but I haven't been bothered yet. My daughter-in-law is painting the front of the house. We had it all rendered. Because being by the seaside, the salt in the water, it wrecks everything like the outside of the house. Rendering is sort of like an outdoor plaster. I don't know whether you have it in America, but we had it done quite some months ago. And my daughter-in-law did manage to put undercoat on it. But she's now painted it. It's sort of like a sagey green, which Miguel will like. Yeah. Somebody asked me who Miguel was on one of my videos. Miguel is a guy called Who Knows. That's his whatever. He makes little videos and everything, and he pops on my lives, yeah. So that's who he is, if you were the person who asked me who Miguel was, yeah. But anyway, it's sort of like a tasteful sagey green it's going to be, yeah. And I've been entertained this week by watching the guy across the road who's like redoing his woodwork. It was sort of like a grey. And you know my thoughts about grey. Grey to me is when you can't think of another colour, yeah. Anyway, he's took it off, he's took the grey off, and he's done it like a lovely, well, it's cedar, the wood, but he's painted it like it with just a clear varnish. It's gone like a lovely shade of brown. So I've been watching him. Been quite entertaining watching him sort of juggle his way up ladders and scaffolding and everything while he's done it. And then more entertaining was a guy who's just moved in across the road with a big yacht on his drive. And the other day he put the sails up. So that was quite interesting, and I'm thinking, oh, wonder if he's going to sail somewhere nice. I mean, obviously he wouldn't be sailing off his drive, would he? But, and so I thought, oh, wonder where he's going. Is he planning on a journey? And I was talking to another guy that I've been here 14 months and known none of my neighbours except for the one across the road and the one next door. So I got talking to a lovely Irish guy who's further up the street. We were talking about his fence had been blown up down in the storm and the problems of getting somebody to do a small job for you, you know it is. So I got talking to him, and he was telling me this guy with the boat, the yacht, was like an ex-naval man, so I was like, do you need any crew? Not to be any use. I once was crew many years ago when we went round the Greek islands on a 28-foot yacht. My ex-husband and another guy were captain and whatever, captain and mate, and me and his missus were just like crew, we just had to duck when the sail went over, yeah. My son has since said he absolutely hated every moment of it, he really loathed it, but I really enjoyed it. I've since been back to Skiathos, which is one of the Greek islands, and I absolutely adored it, but I wouldn't be able to go back now because it's all cobbly and it's got hills and all the hotels are up somewhere up in the hills, Apparently Goldie Hawn and her husband Kurt, or whatever he's called, Kurt, have a place there, and lots of other people have been there, and of course they filmed Mamma Mia on Skopolis, and part of it on Skiathos, if you ever watched the film. The first, I don't know if it's the first or the second. Definitely the first film, and it could be the second, part of the second film was filmed there. But it's absolutely fabulous place. I would love to have, if I had the money, a villa. We're back to that subject again about money, aren't we? Yeah. Shall I beg for a villa? A villa in Skiathos, please. Can you all come together and get me one, please? I am joking. I am joking, by the way. Hey, dearie me. Anyway, I might phone Sue, actually, and see what she's up to. I don't phone her much during the day these days because she's helping out. She's got herself a little free job. It's a little unpaid job. She works in one of these charitable shops. We call them charity shops, you call them thrift shops, but in the US you get paid, don't you, to work there. In the UK, no, we volunteer, yeah. Because that way then all the money that they take over the counter then goes to the charity of the choice, yeah. If I go to Cleveland, it's like, we've got the Cats Protection, Oxfam, we've got British Heart Foundation, we've got everything, cancer research. It's as you go down the main street, And sadly enough, I've not been in any, well, I have been in any of them, I'll tell a lie. I took some stuff when I first moved here. I decided that when I got my wardrobes, I really had to pare my clothes down again. As you know, I got rid of half of it when I moved here, but I had to get rid of another lot of it because it just wouldn't fit in the wardrobes I've got now. If I win the lottery, I'm going to get my own bungalow with a walk-in wardrobe. One round the corner from here, of course, so I can still come from my shed, But, as that will never happen, the most I ever win is about £20 or something like that. I can't win anything. Can't even win a raffle, Anyway, I'm going to go now and I'm going to phone Sue. I'll put this video up later. Well, it'll be 2 videos, won't it? I'll put up later. I hope I haven't gone past 30 minutes because then I'll have 3 videos and I can't link them together because I'm absolutely clueless. People are saying, oh, you do TikTok, oh, you do these videos, oh, you do that. You do a catwalk show, you do whatever. I see people doing these fantastic shows. They walk up and down, you know, with their crochet and saying things like, oh, look at me, look at this, look at that. I do not have the confidence to do that. I really do not. You know, plus the fact half the things I crochet wouldn't fit me, you know. I'm sort of a plus size lady. I'm working on it, but I'm still a plus size lady. And half of my stuff, or more than half of my stuff, is for smaller people. Yeah, I mean, people say, why don't you crochet more for fluffy people? And I find that they don't sell. People ask me to make them, but they don't sell. I don't know whether people don't like to be wearing crochet if they're fluffy or what, I don't know. But of course they take longer, they take more wool, they take whatever, so the price is obviously more than it would be for a tinier person. Yeah. Anyway, but I must make another of these cardigans. I don't know whether you've seen it before. I knitted it with Chunky. Yes, I knitted it, yeah. And it's from a very, very, very old pattern that I actually knitted one in navy blue as a school cardigan. So that is a long time ago since I was at school. Yeah, I knitted myself one in navy blue. And I had this wool which was grey with a bit of a sparkle in it. Can't remember whose it was now. And I knitted it, and do you know, I have worn it much more often than I've worn any of my cardigans. So I know I've got more Chunky in the shed, so I might have a forage, because I'll have to find the needles because they're in the shed as well. I've got to keep my crocheting hooks in the house. So I need to go in the shed, find the wool, find the knitting needles, and maybe make another one, because I have worn this one, worn it. Don't know whether it's because it's my dreaded grey, but it goes with everything, but I really don't like grey. I mean, I bought some beautiful boho spirit in a very pastel-y colour, and I thought, oh, that'll be lovely for summer. But I've looked in my wardrobe and I've looked at my summer dresses, and I'm thinking, it doesn't go with any of them. Because a lot of my summer dresses have got flowers on them and patterns on them. And to put like a cardigan on that's got lots of different colours is kind of like a step too far even for me, yeah? So I need to really sort out my wardrobe, see what my summer dresses are, see what cardigans I've already got, and make a cardigan to fill in the gap I don't have. It might be a boring beige, but I don't like beige. Maybe cream. I made a white cardigan into which I haven't worn yet because it's not summer. But, yeah, we'll see. Maybe a pink, which pink isn't me, but it might go with some of my dresses. Yeah, we shall see. We shall see. If you remember rightly, I did do a swap with a friend of mine who had a shop, and I got some of the boho spirit, but in plain shades. But I think actually I've only got 4 of each colour. So that's not going to make a cardigan, is it? Thoughts on a postcard, please. Dollars in an envelope. Gotcha. Right, I'm going now. I'm going to phone soon, so I'll speak to you all tomorrow, because I'm doing my live tomorrow. So I hope you can join me. It's 9 o'clock still, my time, because the clocks change. Mother's Day on Sunday and the clocks change. We get an hour less in bed. And it's Mother's Day now, isn't that? Smack in the face. Yeah, right. Fine. Anyway, I'm going. Bye-bye. Thank you for keeping me company. Happy Friday. I hope you're all enjoying your day. Bye now.